This is so amazing. It is so amazing to see all of you here. Some I'm just meeting, but some I met when I first started on a big, big mission. In school, I was always in trouble for dreaming, and I was known as the one who is daydreaming again. And I dreamed that I would live and work overseas. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but that was my big dream. But I dreamed it and dreamed it and dreamed it, and I ended up with a career where I did training all over Europe, all over the Middle East, North Africa, and as far as Manila. I said, man, God is amazing. But what did God say about asking? He said, if you ask, I will give you more riches than you can contain. So when I was doing that job, I just said, thank you, God, this is so amazing. Next dream, my last dream. That was my first big dream. My last dream was to learn to get fluent in Spanish. So now, for the last 6 months, I have been studying Spanish and working at a Mexican orphanage in Tijuana, Mexico, with children who speak no English. I said, God, this is so amazing. How does this just keep happening? You just dream and you dream and things start to come true. But in between that time, I was working in Oakland schools, bad reputation. Kids don't want to live. Kids in trouble all the time, all kinds of problems. Teachers leaving. And I got a job at Oakland Unified School District. And then I got one where I got to see all the different schools in the district. I went to some schools, and every year they had an annual science trip to a camp. Every year. Everybody knew it. It was a part of the culture. And then I went to some other schools who never went anywhere. Not field trips. I asked one teacher, why is that? She said, we're not taking those kids outside the gate. Are you serious? I said, well, wait a minute, no wonder you have problems. No wonder. So after I retired, I still had that dream. Could we get Oakland kids, and we get Oakland schools where it's a part of the culture that all the fifth graders go to a science camp. Had no idea how that was going to happen, but I retired, and I was enjoying my retirement, and I got a phone call from Randy Roth, the Faith Network of the East Bay, saying, I have a job for you. I said, no, thank you. I already did that. He said, but this is a special job. I said, what is it? He said, Director of Outdoor Education. I said, what does that entail? And he said, taking Oakland fifth graders to a science camp in the Santa Cruz Mountains. I said, I'm there. He said, it doesn't pay much. I said, no importa. It's not, it doesn't matter. It's only part-time. I don't care. And so that's when I became the Director of Outdoor Education for Faith Network. Now, he didn't tell me how hard it was going to be. He didn't tell me that it took a book of documents that have to be signed to get one kid out. He didn't tell me that you had to have all of the forms done 90 days before the field trip. Well, the field trip was going to be in January, so when did you have to start getting forms completed? Like October. We don't even know which kids are going to be in which class in October. And then they said, well, we'll give you funding for a little while, and then you'll have to earn your own funding. It's my dream. I can't drop out now. God said, you just dream it, and what will happen? He'll give it to you, more than you asked for. So we started trying to get kids to come. Teachers just said, we can't do this. The finance office said, we can't do this. The legal office said, this is too much. We got it all done. Thanks to the people here today, and for people who are new or new naturalists, it was all worthwhile. It's all been worthwhile. I have to tell you a couple of my favorite stories. Snookums comes to get on the bus, and Snookum's mom says, "Would you take good care of my baby?" Put him on the bus. "Yes, but I'm worried he's never been away from home before." "Don't worry, Snookums will be just fine." So you've seen the buses where the parents are waving at, they're finding on the bus and they're finding them and then, "Well, bye, baby." I was, oh my gosh. So we get Snookums up. Snookums is having a wonderful time. And then we do the solo night hike. Things are going well, and now it's Snookum's turn to do the night solo walk. Everybody know what the solo walk is like? Okay, we go up into the hills here, take all of the flashlights, and each student walks by himself for a distance in the pitch black dark. So that was the solo walk. Other kids are doing it, no problem. Snookum's turn. Snookums takes off, he takes a few steps, and all of a sudden, Snookums is screaming and crying. Well, he's such a clown, I thought he was playing with us. Snookums had gotten off the road and stepped into an underground wasp nest. Oh. Snookums, of all the kids, Snookums. Is Carol here, the nurse? Well, there she is. So we bring Snookums back down the nurse's office. Now I've got to call Snookum's mom and explain to her. So she's on the phone. How do I get to you? I said, wait a minute, let me put Snookums on the phone. Snookum said, Mama, please don't make me come home. Please don't make me come home. This is so much fun. So I said, there's something here for Snookums, that's one. Something amazing about what happens here. Kids come, one of the other stories is the first kid that gets off the bus says, "I don't ever want to go home." There's magic here. One student was in serious pain, and the last field trip she went to from another district, she was in such pain that her mother had to come and get her. So she asked to come to this trip, and her mother said, "I am not coming to get you if you go. I don't think you should go, but I want you to go." She came, she walked through, she did all of everything on this floor. We would carry her up to the other, and I would ask her, "Are you in pain?" And she would say, "Yes." And when she came back down, she asked if she could talk to her mom. Her mom said, "Are you ready to come home?" And she said, "No, I feel God here." Mm-hmm. I just kept thinking, there's something special about this place. And we know that the woods are nice. It's great in the redwoods. But the people here are so amazing that after 10 years, those schools that had not been on field trips, they are still coming here to Mission Springs. Every year, they do all of their documents. They raise all of their money so that they can get their kids here. So it is now a part of the culture. And for that, I thank all of you for the amazing job you do. Thank you.